Hi everybody, I'm Bree and this is my surrogacy journey. It's been a couple of weeks since I put up a video, and my last video, what was my last video? Oh, it was because I graduated the fertility clinic. That's what it was. So since then, there have been a few exciting things. One, if you did watch my last video, I said that I was planning on trying to vlog Thanksgiving. Let me just tell you, we had 3 Thanksgiving dinners. 3. And I didn't vlog one. So bad. So the plan for Thanksgiving was we have been hosting at our apartment. This was going to be the 3rd year. And some of my family wasn't available on Thanksgiving Day. Totally fine. We can celebrate any day, doesn't bother me. So my mom flew out Thanksgiving morning. We drove out to my in-laws, did Thanksgiving there on Thanksgiving Day. Friday, we did our Thanksgiving. There was like 9 of us. I did the cooking. Everything went super, super smoothly. I did a turkey breast and not a whole turkey, which I told you guys last time. And I thought people were going to freak out about that. But actually, everyone loved it. I did a brining recipe. I covered it in herb butter. For me, I think with my pregnancy senses, I don't know, hormones, just craziness, I felt like it was like too overpowering for me and it was too strong, but everyone else loved it. So I feel like my family's pretty honest and would tell me if they didn't like it. So I'm just going to take their word for it. And then that was supposed to be it. But actually, we had a baby in the family who was born earlier that week, and she came a little bit early. So we weren't planning on accommodating little family baby, but they come on their own time. So we had a 3rd Thanksgiving dinner because our family was in the hospital on Thanksgiving Day. So we had a 3rd dinner at their house to celebrate with their new baby, and it was perfect. And yeah, I didn't vlog not one single minute of it. So yay me, doing good. But it went super, super good. I went shopping with my mom and my son Aiden the Sunday after, and the mall was kind of crazy on the outside. Like, parking wasn't great, but actually on the inside it was fine. The stores weren't super packed, and every store that I went in still had 40 to 60% off. So I did pretty much all of my husband's Christmas shopping there at the mall. He has a Christmas full of clothes and a whole lot of nothing else, but he is set. He's set. That's all I'm going to say. And I did a lot of shopping online, of course. I have gone Black Friday shopping. I went last year. It's fine, but it's like the sales, they last now. They start like the Wednesday or Thursday, like before, like on Thanksgiving Day. Like, they will start not just on Black Friday, and they'll go all throughout the next week. So I don't feel like I have to go to a store on Black Friday to go shopping. I still get the same deals even online or like the Sunday after. It was fine. So I got Aiden a ton of clothes. I got him jackets and mittens and little beanies, and he needed some winter stuff, so that was all good. And let's see, what else? Oh, and when my mom was in town, I had my 12-week ultrasound, which was so good. And I got to meet my new OB. She is so, so nice. So for those of you who are joining me on this journey for the first time, or you're newer to my channel, my normal health insurance is through Kaiser, which I love, but they are not a surrogacy-friendly health insurance company. So my IPs, my intended parents, the people that I'm carrying a baby for, they had to purchase me an outside health insurance policy just for pregnancy care. And so I had to get a new OB. And this was all stuff that I knew from the very, very beginning. But I had to get a new OB, and I love her. She was actually recommended to me by one of my best friends. She doesn't see her, but her mom does. And just like her bio online and everything, she looked great, and she was great. She was so, so good. And my mom got to be there. She wasn't in the room with me when I had the ultrasound done, but she still got to be there and like experience some of this with me. She's actually never seen me pregnant before because she does live out of state. She didn't see me when I was pregnant with Aiden, and he came early. I delivered at 38 weeks and 3 days with Aiden. So she wasn't planning on being here that early. She was actually flying in the next week. So I didn't see my mom when I was pregnant with Aiden. So it was kind of cool that she, even though I'm still really early on, she got to experience some of like me being pregnant, even if it's not with like my little keeper baby. Still, it was cool to have her around. And I have officially made it to my second trimester, and I am so happy. So I am going to be 14 weeks tomorrow, which sounds insane, and it's going by so fast. And it's funny because I've had 2 people now who have asked me how far along I am, and I've said, wherever I am at that point. And it's been over the past week, and both of these people have said, wow, you've got a long ways to go. And I'm like, I guess my due date is June 14th. So I do still have a little ways to go. I'm only like 3-ish months pregnant, but I feel like it's been so much longer because of IVF. I was doing the injections for 3 months. So I feel now like, wow, we've come such a long way. And even from just like the very beginning, like this has been a long journey. Just getting to the point of like committing to doing surrogacy, because we did go back and forth, not necessarily about like whether or not to do surrogacy, just what was the right time for our family. And we went back and forth, talked to Northwest Surrogacy Center, talked to another agency, back and forth. And then finally we decided that this was right for us. And I met with Northwest Surrogacy Center. I met with Mariah in San Francisco, and she let me know everything from the beginning to the end, like gave me a general idea of what's going to happen and what this process is going to look like. And I fell in love with her and with Northwest, and I just knew it was the right thing for our family. So here we are. I'm 14 weeks pregnant tomorrow. I'm in my second trimester. I'm not doing any medications at all. And I'm just taking prenatal vitamins. So woohoo, good, go me. I am constantly trying to stay up on my water intake. I finally bought, I was at Marshall's the other day with one of my best friends, and there was like a $10 Kate Spade like water bottle with a straw. And I feel like this week I have been doing a lot better at drinking water because it's easier for me if I have a straw, which like is not good for wrinkles one day, but I'll take my chances. What else is new? Oh, I am just now, which like, okay, so the smell sensitivity and like food aversions and stuff, I feel like should have happened already. And I didn't really have any of those symptoms in my first trimester, but now I do. I made shrimp fettuccine Alfredo a couple nights ago, and I took it the next day for work, but I took all of the shrimp out of it. It was just the noodles and the sauce. I warmed it up at work. I took it out, and it like reeked of shrimp. And I threw it away immediately and like had to go outside and like take a breath because the smell of it was so just overpowering. Like even now, oh no, we're not gonna talk about that anymore. Couldn't do it. I am having smell sensitivity now. I have not ever had the typical morning sickness. I did have nauseous spells in my first trimester. Those are gone now, but I never threw up or anything like that. So I am super, super thankful for that. It was that way when I was pregnant with Aiden too. So I was crossing my fingers it would be that way with this pregnancy, but you never do know. So I'm gonna just be happy about that. I haven't been loving meat lately. Like, I don't know what it is. I went through this. I remember when I was pregnant with Aiden, I went through this phase of like not liking chicken. I'm in that phase right now. I don't really want meat at the moment. I had a couple of days where like I really just wanted mac and cheese. I don't know what it is, but that's what I'm going through right now. I do have a bit of a bump. I'm filming my room again, so let's see. It's more than a bit. It's a bump. Like, I can't suck it in, and yeah, it's like firm and it's bump. I do have like clothing extenders that I bought from the brand Blanqi, which is this same brand that I'm wearing right now. I heard really good things about it. I didn't try this brand out when I was pregnant with Aiden. I really mostly had like motherhood maternity stuff, but I didn't have anything for support. And what I was reading about this brand, which I thought was really important for me because I am a hairstylist, I'm standing all day long. I thought that in this pregnancy, it was really important that I made sure that I was wearing support wear. So I heard really good things about this brand. I just bought these pants that I'm wearing. This is my first time wearing these specific ones, but I have 3 other pairs. 2 of them are the same style, which are like they go all the way up, and they're support wear, and they're like kind of almost capri style. Like they're not super, super long, where these pants and the ones that I wore yesterday are a little bit of a different style. Like the band doesn't go, I mean, it does go high, but like where I'm standing, it's not quite as high. And the other pair is like that too, but they're very long. And I have long legs. I'm 5'8", and they're all the way down to my ankles, and I love that. I don't have an easy time finding pants that are long enough, so I'm super happy about that. The first 2 pairs that I bought are just the tiniest bit see-through, which is super frustrating for me because I really like to just like put this on. I'm just wearing a tank top with these, and then it is a little bit of a longer tank top, and I actually wore it with like a long cardigan today. But if I don't have to wear something long and like make sure everything is covered, then I won't. Like I'll just wear a regular shirt. But with those first 2 pairs that I bought, which were the same style, they are the tiniest bit see-through. So I have to wear like a flannel around my waist, or I have to wear something long that covers, so that if I do bend in a certain way, you can't see anything. But with this pair, which is the active wear pair and the pair that I wore yesterday, I'm not having that issue, which I'm super, super happy about. I scheduled my 20-week appointment, which sounds crazy because that's next month. My 20-week appointment is next month. I am really excited about that because I am going to meet one of my IPs for the very first time. Normally, Northwest Surrogacy Center likes to do what they call a match meeting, and you would sit down in person, face to face, and meet your potential IPs. But because my IPs are international, we did a Zoom call, which is basically like a FaceTime conference call. And that's how we met. So we communicate through email, and we have done the Zoom call. We have used an app to communicate, and that's how we talk. But I'm going to meet one of my IPs for the very first time in person, and I am excited and nervous, and there is a little bit of a language barrier, so I'm hoping that there's not going to be any kind of awkwardness. If you are an experienced surrogate and you have had a similar experience, I would love for you to comment below, just with maybe words of encouragement, just so I build up my confidence a little bit, but also just any words of advice that you could give me to help ease things. I don't want it to be awkward. I'm just wondering, this is the first time I'm meeting him in person, and I'm really excited about it, and I think it's going to be great, and we get along great, through email. But it's always different when you meet somebody in person. So I am totally open to any advice that you guys have for me if you've been in a similar situation. And if you haven't, well, then you sure will learn from me. But I think that's all of my exciting news and all of my updates. I don't have anything new happening for a little bit. I do have an appointment at the end of the month, just like a regular visit, but I won't see the baby. I don't have any more ultrasounds until that 20-week ultrasound. So I am interested to see. I need to ask my new OB on my appointment coming up at the end of the month if I am going to be induced. I mentioned earlier in this video that my due date is June 14th. However, it is common for surrogates whose IPs are international. It's common to schedule an induction day. And normally a surrogate would be induced at 39 weeks. And the reason that's common to have an induction day so that we can try and accommodate the parents as best as we can. And so that hopefully the parents don't miss the birth and they're there and everything is good. Especially, like, again, they're international. So it's not like I can just call them and be like, hey, I'm in labor, meet you at the hospital. No, it takes way more planning than that. Like, they have to pack, they have to schedule a flight. The flight is not quick at all. So we just try and accommodate them as best as we can. My wonder is if she is going to schedule me at 39 weeks because I mentioned again earlier in this video, I did not make it to 39 weeks with Aiden. I was 38 weeks and 3 days when I delivered, and I went into labor the day before that, 38 weeks and 2 days. So I have seen on the Northwest Surrogacy Center Facebook page that their OBs have scheduled them at 38 weeks for the induction. So I'm wondering if I'll be scheduled at 38 weeks or if she'll try and push it and still schedule at 39 and just kind of like be tentative. I have no idea. We'll find out and I'll keep you updated. If you guys have any questions for me, I would love to know. Please comment below with any words of encouragement or advice that you have for me when I'm meeting my IP or the 20-week ultrasound. And if you guys have any questions about maybe specifically how I'm feeling or maternity clothes that I'm loving, I feel like this is needless to say, but obviously this video is not sponsored by Blanqi, by the way. I just love their leggings. That's all. And I do have their clothing extender belly bands too. I have 2 of them and I'm loving them so far. They're a bit pricey, but I've only ever purchased their stuff when they're having sales, which seems to be pretty often. So either like the first time, that's what it was. When I bought the belly bands, they were buy one, get one 50% off. And everything since then, I only buy when it's 50% off sale. So I've gotten pretty lucky. But I will go ahead and put that link in the description box below if you guys are looking for some maternity support wear. I have been loving these so far. And let me know if you guys have other support wear that you really like. I do want to try other brands. This is just what I've tried so far. And I have a lot of pregnancy to go, so no rush. But I will see you guys in my next video, hopefully soon. I don't have a specific one in mind for you guys, but I am thinking that I'll start doing bump dates now that I have a bump and we're in the 2nd trimester. I think I'll start doing like weekly bump dates for you guys. So let me know if that's something that you're interested in. Please subscribe and there's a little bell that you can press and you'll be notified actually when I upload a video. So you will never miss me. Lucky you. Okay, that is all for today and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.